Hi children, we meet again. In my last lesson, we found out how to find the gradients of certain lines and how to draw graphs of certain graphs. Today, we are going to find the way how to find the gradient of any line. Now, supposing we have a graph y is equal to x. Now, we took points -1, 0, 1 x values and y values when y is equal to -1, 0, 1. So, how did we draw the graph for this one? So, here -1 -1, 0, 0 and 1, 1, this graph. So, here I told you that the coefficient of x is the gradient. Now, when you have equal like this to y equal to 2x, gradient is equal to 2. In the same way, y is equal to 3x, gradient is equal to 3, the number coefficient for this. So, when the equation is given, we can easily find out the gradient. But we can also show the gradient in the graph. How? Now, here in this particular graph, y is equal to x, the gradient is 1. How does the 1 come? Now, here we take the perpendicular upon base. The rule is to get the perpendicular divided by the base. How does it come? That's the triangle. So, here we say we are taking 1 here. So, we take a point like this and we take a point like this. Here, so this line is 1, this point is 1, this one 1. So, the gradient for that is 1 upon 1, that is equal to 1. The same way, if we take a graph y is equal to 2x, we are drawing a graph for that -1, 0, 1, y is equal to -2, 0, 2. When x equal -1, -2. When x is -1, -2 here. Then 0, 0. When it's 1, 2. So the graph comes like this. So immediately we know that when the equation is given, the gradient is 2. If you are finding the gradient from the graph, how do you get it? We have to draw line like this, draw line like that. So the gradient for this graph will be, now here we have drawn the graph of y equals 2x. We calculated points -1, 0, 1. So when x equals -1, -2, 0, 0. When x equals 1, y equals 2. So if you draw the graph -1, when x equals -1, it is -2, 0, 0. When x equals 1, it is 2. Now, so the gradient of this line is, we know it is 2 already given in the graph. But if you are find a gradient from the graph, what you have to do is you have to take the perpendicular upon base. Now, perpendicular, now you can draw a triangle like this. From here to here, it is 2. From here it is 2. 2 and here and from here to here, it is perpendicular upon base. This will be 1. 2 upon 1. So, the gradient is 2 for this one. So, any graph, what you have to do is, to find the gradient, you have to get the perpendicular upon base. We will take another graph. So, in this particular case, now if you want to find the gradient of this line, now we'll say we are taking, anywhere we can take, but better to take the whole number. Now here 1, 2, 3. Supposing we drop a perpendicular like this, coming like that, and here it's coming like that. So in this particular case, this height is equal to 3, and here to here 3. So the gradient of this line is 3. That 3 upon 3, that is equal to 1. We'll take another graph. Supposing the graph comes like this. This is the line they are given, and they are asked us to find the gradient. So we don't have the equation of this line. So what we do is we take the perpendicular upon base. So we are drawing the perpendicular We draw like that and like that. So, this point. So, the height will be from here to here, the height will be 3. Height will be 3 and the bottom will be, base will be 1. So, the gradient of this line is 3 upon 1, that is equal to 3. We will take one more example. This is the line, but we don't know the gradient. So, what you have to do is, we have to follow the rule perpendicular upon base. So, we have to take a perpendicular, we will always take a whole number, 1, 2 or 3. Suppose we take this number, so we take a perpendicular from here to here. So if we take this point, now here it is 1, it can be 0.8. So, height can be 0.8 upon 2. So, the gradient of this line is 0.8 upon 2, that is equal to 0.4. So, that's all for children. What you have to do, what you have to understand is there are two ways to find the gradient of a line. When it is given as y is equal to 2x or 1x or 5x, immediately we know that 2 or 3 is the gradient. But if they are not given the gradient, what we should do is, you have to draw the perpendicular upon, we have to make the rule perpendicular upon base, draw a perpendicular line and get the base. Perpendicular upon base is the gradient. And always for the base, try to get a whole number, then it is easy for us to calculate. That's all, children, today. I hope you have understood, and if you understood, please subscribe.